It's Wellness Nerd Out time! How you guys doing today? Happy Wend Wellness Nerd Out time, you guys. And today, we're going to be talking about the true impact that running has on your joints. Does it increase your risk for developing osteoarthritis at the knee, for example? Or is it not all that bad? Well, according to WebMD, a study published in 2013, done on around 75,000 runners over the course of a few years, actually showed no increased risk for developing osteoarthritis with people who frequently ran, and actually a reduced risk for developing OA or joint degeneration as compared to the non-active group, as compared to people who are sedentary or even just their non-active counterparts. All right, so running can reduce your risk for developing OA actually. Interesting. Now, the big caveat here is that, you have to be doing it with proper form. Okay. If your form is wrong, then you're going to get joint pain. It's going to hurt. And if you have joint pain, you have to address it as soon as possible. You see your doctor, or, be your own doctor to some degree. I think you should see a healthcare professional, but, with Google, right, you can look up a lot and learn a lot about what's going on with your joints, why they may be hurting you, maybe corrections in your running form, which we're going to go through in depth tomorrow. Running form, proper running form, how to avoid injury while running. And as for today, we'll talk about another study or two here. So another study published in the same year, in September of the same year, actually showed that albeit running has greater force, obviously, with your feet coming down right into the ground and then pressing off, you have shorter duration of each step because you're putting it down and picking it up real quick when you're running. Not to mention you take less steps over the same distance as you would if you were walking. So actually, albeit there's a greater impact of running, it actually has the same effect as walking on your joints over the same distance, they say, which I think is really interesting. So long as you're wearing proper footwear, they don't love those shoes that, they have all the little toe slots and they're like not really a shoe. They say use those, at least, one professional was reading their account. They believe that it doesn't make any sense to run with those all the time. It's not as good for joint mechanics, and why have no cushion when coming down, right? Is the same as you'd like to run on a track or a treadmill or grass. Granted, there's no divots or anything, or sand, before we would pick concrete, right? But even running on concrete with proper running form, you shouldn't get hurt as long as you limit it to, 4 times a week at the max of running, 3 or 4 times, you should be fine. So in fact, another study showed, actually, a collection of them I was looking at, showed that you are at a reduced risk. You're at a reduced risk for developing OA with running over time. And actually, you can improve joint health by running. All right. So, it makes sense. Physical exercise is good for you. The physiological effects of the beneficial physiological effects of running good enough to outweigh the impact of coming down on that foot? Well, the answer is absolutely yes. So now if your knee hurts after running, it's probably a form issue, or certain muscles are weak, right? Whether it's your quads or hammies and, whatnot. So running's all right, you guys. Go run as much as you want, as long as it's not 3 or 4 times a week and you're not running 10 miles at a time, every day, so, and even having said that, I've had friends who did cross country. They'd run, my buddy Rob Cherkis. Rob, I love you, man. So I give you a shout out. God bless you. An amazing runner throughout all of college, D1, ran like a 4-minute, 18-second mile or something crazy like that. And he never had any issues with his joints, never with his knees. Very healthy. One of the healthiest people I know. So, proof's in the pudding, right? And the studies speak to that fact. Who do we got on here today? John Pigate, how you doing? Melanie, Paulo Silva, and Bake Joyagen. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for hopping on, my friend. I hope you got something out of it. As for now, that's all we got for you guys. But we'll be back tomorrow to talk about proper running form. We'll get nice and deep into it. If you have any specific questions, please message me. I'd be happy to talk about anything you want, or to adjust the discussion tomorrow catered more towards what you are seeking out of it. So thank you very much. Have a great day, you guys. And happy Wend Wellness. Thank you.